Maya is the perceptive faculty of every ego, which considers itself a separate unit from and independent of the one infinite and eternal Sat or beingness. Maya is explained in exoteric philosophy and the Puranas as the personified active will of the creative God, the latter being but a personified Maya himself, a passing deception of the senses of man, who began anthropomorphizing pure abstraction from the beginning of his speculations. So, what she's saying here is Maya is the perceptive faculty of every ego, which considers itself a unit separate from and independent of the one infinite and eternal Sat or Venus. The very fact that we think we are separate from this one infinite eternal para Brahman, which in theosophy is not a being but Venus itself, that is the quality of being, that we are separate from it, that itself is Maya. And then we think that we have a will of our own, which is coming from some creative God. Now, that creative God itself is our own imagination, it is our Maya, because we have been anthropomorphizing. That is, we are making a God out of some entity in our mind from the beginning of life itself. Maya in the conception of an orthodox Hindu is quite different from the Maya of a Vedantin, idealist, or an occultist. The Vedanta states that Maya, or the deceptive influence of illusion alone, constitutes belief in the eternal existence of matter or anything differentiated. The Bhagavata Puran identifies Maya with Prakriti, manifested nature and matter. So each of these things are, whether it is the Hinduism or Vedantism or Theosophy, what we think of as Maya are different, but they are all different kinds of illusions and different kinds of beliefs in this. Now, altogether, no two people can see things and objects in exactly the same way, and that each of us sees them in his own way. Yet all labor more or less under illusions, and chiefly under the great illusion or Maya that they are, as personalities, distinct beings from other beings, and that even their selves or egos will prevail in the eternity or sempiternity at any rate. Sempiternity means periods where there is renewal, pralaya and manavantra. Even in this kind of a partial eternity of a manavantra, we will be the same consciousness will we are separate from this whole thing. That separation. Whereas not only we ourselves, but the whole universe and invisible universe are only a temporary part of the one beginningless and endless whole, or that which ever was and is and will be. So we are all part of that endless whole. We don't realize it. We think of it as being separate entities, and that is our greatest Maya.